All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to our weekly meeting for the Rotary Earth Network Club, and we feature Earth Talks here. We want to thank everybody, all our members and our associates, our donors, our volunteers. And if you haven't
Right.
joined us yet, please feel free to join us. You don't have to, though. You're always welcome to come to these meetings, whether you're a member or not. Please mute your audio when you're not speaking and feel free to turn off your camera to reduce our carbon footprint. You can turn it back on. Sometimes it's good to turn it off during, maybe during the presentation, but then turn it on afterwards for the Q&A. Recordings and resources will be available on our Earth Network, our Earth Network website, as well as our Earth Talks Foundation website. And speaker views are their own. Some features we have limited some features for safety, so we don't get Zoom bombed. And so contact a host if you need some help. You should be able to mute and unmute yourself and turn your video on and off, things like that. But if you need any other help, just you can private message one of us and we'll help. All right, next page. Next. There you go. And we're going to have Mark Hoppin and Brianna Sherman do our rotary four-way test for us today. So
The
go ahead.
rotary four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth?
Environmental information accurate, science-based, and transparent?
Is it fair to all concerned?
Does it protect people, ecosystems, and future generations?
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Does it encourage collaboration, shared responsibility, and community trust?
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Does it improve environmental health, human well-being, and long-term sustainability?
Thank you so much, you two.
And just for people like me who are a little hard of hearing, or if you're one of those lucky people who speak several languages,
Laura, you have an echo.
I know, and I'm trying to figure out how that's happening.
Huh.
So anyway, this is how to turn on closed captions.
That's great. All right, thank you. And we'll do a little project teaser in just a little bit of talking about our project Skybridge for a minute. But before that, we have a very important award to present.
All right. One moment. Let me share screen again.
I'm going to spotlight two people here.
Share.
Oh, you do have I can.
Let me.
I was going to say, if you need me to read it, I can.
I'm going to mute everyone but me for the moment, okay?
Okay.
Now let's see if I'm echoing. I'm not echoing. Okay. So we are so delighted with all and grateful for what Najoti has done to help our club because she meets several times a week with us for different meetings and puts all this stuff together. So we are awarding her a Paul Harris Award. Paul Harris once said that perhaps dreaming is not so bad if one dreams good dreams and makes them come true. In Rotary, we work together to turn good dreams into lasting actions, creating healthier communities, stronger connections, and a more sustainable world through service, leadership, and dedication. Rotarians and community leaders help create meaningful change both locally and globally. And today, the Rotary Earth Network Club is proud to recognize someone whose life and work truly reflect the spirit of Rotary and the vision of caring for our shared planet. Najoti Balapraka has devoted countless years to advancing environmental stewardship, inspiring others to take action, and helping build a future grounded in sustainability, collaboration, and compassion. Her steadfast and tireless work on behalf of environmental causes and her unwavering commitment to the mission of Rotary Earth Network Club have created meaningful and lasting impact. Through her leadership and service, Najoti has helped strengthen awareness and action around the protection of our air, water, land, biodiversity, climate, and she exemplifies Rotary's belief that small actions, when multiplied through people working together, create powerful and lasting change. For her lifetime of service to the environment and her extraordinary commitment to our club's environmental mission, we are honored to recognize Najodi as a Paul Harris Fellow Plus One recipient. This recognition reflects not only her continued support of Rotary ideals, but also a life dedicated to service above self and creating a healthier, more resilient world for future generations. Najodi, on behalf of the Rotary Earth Network Club, thank you for your leadership, for your perseverance, and for your example as a true person of action. It is our honor to invite you to receive a Paul Harris Plus One recognition. And everyone here, please join me in celebrating Najodi. And also, if you happen to know Niraj, thank him for this award that he created for her.
Yay, no Jody. You were on
Thank
mute.
you. Unexpected. Thank you so much.
We adore you. You know that.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, everyone.
You do so much
And
work
thank
in
you,
Rotary.
our DG Kathy and Brianna.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah, it's really neat. And she has gotten, yeah, you do have, yeah, the medal. So, okay. So Lori, do we want to talk about, we can put up Project Skybridge a little bit and just mention it first, or do we want to go ahead and do the speakers?
You know what? I am very embarrassed. I don't have a project slide up, but if you're a
Okay,
member
I
of our
have,
club, oh, you do? Go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
please.
see. Here's let's see if I can share here. Uh-oh. Is it not letting me share? Wait a minute.
Well, in short, while Karen's playing with that, we sent out a letter to all of our members, and if you're not on our mailing or associate or a member, please consider joining about Project Skybridge because this is really taking off. And here we go. And
Yeah.
another thank you to Niraj again for creating this graphic for us.
Yeah. How am I getting this? Okay. Anyway, this is on Canva or something. But the maybe if I can blow it up a little. I can't blow it up too big. But that QR code will take you right to our registration. So we'll put this. I think Najodi has the link for this to put in the chat, and then also I wanted to show one other one. So on our website, Joshua, let's see, how can I do this? I am sorry. I'm so bad
And
at
if you go to the website that I put in there,
sharing.
and you can just do that on your own, just press that
Okay.
link and you will come up and you'll see the map so far. We would love if you have people who live on the continent of Africa or in Latin America,
Yeah.
anywhere throughout Europe and Asia, please, even if you just have, like my daughter lives in Japan and all she has is a little tiny balcony. And even if you only have a little balcony or you know someone who has a little balcony or someplace where they're planting pollinators or plants that help critters migrate, please register them there. It's a great thing to also help with the Epic Day of Service, which Brianna will be talking about.
We definitely will be talking about. Speaking of which, all right, let's get into let our speakers go. I'm going to get Kathy in first, I think. Let's see. Where's Kathy? There she is.
I'm right here.
Yeah, there you are. Let's see. Spotlight. There she is.
Whoa.
Hey, hello, hello, hello.
Hi everyone. I'm kind of fuzzy
Hello.
this.
Let me get your hang on, let me get your introduction. So Kathy Buck is our district governor. She retired from the field of education where she worked with mostly middle school students as an advisor, a teacher, and a coach, as well as chairing and training the office staff. And she retired 14 years ago and became involved in Rotary and married the first Rotarian she met. I love that part of your bio, Kathy.
So true.
That's so great. So take it away.
All right. Hi, everybody. I've been hearing so much. I've kind of got, there we go. I've been hearing so much about your club that I'm so excited to be here. We've got just exciting things going on in our district. And your bio, my bio pretty much told you about everything about me. I have this whole paragraph written, but I won't go into it. I am a mother and a grandmother of 7. And my oldest one graduates from high school this year. So it's like, not quite ready for that. He, he's wonderful. I've served District 5400 is most of southern Idaho and 2 clubs in Oregon. That I don't know about the geography of how you know that, and I didn't have a map to show you, but that's where we are. Everything from McCall south and from Baker, Oregon, over to now, as in a couple months, to Driggs, Idaho. That is a new club that's coming into our district. They are actually part of our geographically they're part of our district, but they haven't been a district club. They belong to a different district. They have petitioned Rotary International to come into our district, and that will happen on July 1st. So we're real excited. That's a membership of 28 members, and they're very active. They're coming to our conference, and they've been involved in all of our trainings. So we're excited for them and excited for us. As governor, I started out a long time ago, like 14 years ago, probably, as an assistant governor, working with 3 clubs in the area. We have 12 assistant governors now that work with different clubs around the state, and they each have between 4 and 5 clubs that they visit at least quarterly. I was a membership chairman for 3 years, I'm sorry, and a member of the learning and development team before I became district governor. And the district governor cycle is 3 years of training and 1 year of being a district governor. So this will be officially my last club visit as district governor. So congratulations, you get me last. So hopefully it's better than the first time. So it's been a great year, had a lot of fun, and learned a lot about Rotary and a lot about Rotarians in our district. They are very, very varied. That's the word that it is. You're different from one club to the next, and all doing a great job with their members and having fun. And that's what's important. The district, I do have a favor to ask of you, and I want to ask it first so I don't forget. The district publishes a newsletter every month. The newsletter deadline is May 1st. We would love to have news from your club in our newsletter. We're trying to encourage clubs to let other clubs know what they're doing. We want to be involved. We want to know. Maybe I'm just nosy, but I want to know what's going on in the club so that I can support them in some way, even if it's just to say, hey, did you know? And talk to other people about it. But we'd love to know what's going on with your club. And I hear little tidbits once in a while. And but we'd like to know what's going on. So if you could kind of take care of that, I can send Lori the address of where it needs to go. And again, May is almost over. June 1st is the deadline for the newsletter. And the newsletter editor is really generous. If she knows you're going to get it on June 2nd, she'll hold the newsletter for you. So I probably shouldn't have said that, but that's what she does. Let's see. I'm not quite sure what else you want to know. As part of Rotary, you are part of more than just the district of 42 clubs that we have now. We are also a part of Rotary International, and that is very important in a lot of ways. Most of all, they do great trainings, and they do a lot of them online. You can go to Rotary International website and get in there and learn all about Rotary. Go to the Learning Center and take classes on anything or everything you'd like to know, not only about Rotary, but just about how things should run. They care about us. They take care of us. I've been on Zoom calls with them for now 3.5 years. And everyone isn't always exciting, but a lot of times there's something there I needed to know. So encourage you to get into the Rotary International website, go to the Learning Center, and you will see classes on everything in the world to help you with your Rotary journey. So I'd appreciate, I mean, I really think that that would be a great thing for you to do. I still go there. I still take those classes, and some I took several years ago, and I'm taking them again because as you evolve through Rotary, you learn new things. And that is just part of being what a Rotarian is. You want to learn new things. You want to know what other people are doing. You want to know what it looks like across the world. You want to know those things. And so if you can go to the Learning Center, you at least get pictures and you get to find out people and you can talk to those people. I am so excited to meet you. I'm excited to be here. I think that this is one of the best things that's ever happened to our district. We have this club, and then we had another e-club join I think their charter is a week younger than yours. You have the oldest charter for e-clubs in our district. And it's been fun. I attended their meeting a couple weeks ago, and it was all over the globe. It was amazing. So just like this one's going to be, I already know it is. I want you to know that we're all in this together. We don't do things on a fly somewhere. We are all in it together. When you do a project, we want to know about it because we want to help. Or if we're doing a project, we want you to know about it so you can lend your advice or your solutions or whatever you have to help with that. I honestly can't promise you I'm going to have all the answers because I don't. Just be honest, I don't. But I know people who do. And that's where I go, to those people. We are all in this together. We're all in this together. You and me and everyone in your group and everyone in my club. I have a club of 52 members, and they're excited about Rotary, and I can see that you are too. My personal motto is, well, I could say it kind of roughly, if it ain't fun, I ain't doing it. That's how I feel. That's my life is if it ain't fun, I'm not doing it. I have to clean that up sometimes and say, if it's not fun, I won't do it. But I'll give you the raw version. Life is too short and friendships are too special. We need to hang on to that because Rotary brings a lot of friends from everywhere. And I'm excited to count each one of you as a friend. I want to thank you for allowing me to attend your meeting today. I hope if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask them. I'm excited for you and for your club and for making the world a better place to live. Now, I've been a farm girl all my life, so I'm really used to, making sure you get things planted and harvested and take care of what's left over and not just throw it away. So there's just a lot of stuff about my life that works along with what you're doing in the world. I did receive the information on, I'm going to look that up, Global Flyways. I think it was yesterday or today. That got me all excited. I'm going, I got to do that. I got to do this. And so we'll punch the rest of the district into that kind of stuff. And the Epic Day of Service is very relevant in our world. And we have a chairman for Epic Day of Service in the district is Janice Fulkerson. And she's got her little pen to the paper. She's talking to everybody about it and what they can do and what they should do. I hadn't heard about Global Flyways before, but it's always fun to hear something new and exciting that's going on. So that was exciting. And I actually printed it all out so I could read it again. I want you to know that I don't have all the answers. I can't promise you that. But I know 22 of the best district governors in zones 26 and 27, which is where we live. And I can call any one of them to get the answer. So please don't hesitate to ask if you have a question about Rotary, if you have a question about me, if you have a question about elections, which are coming up soon in Rotary, or appointments, not elections. And then our clubs will be changing officers. There's a lot of things happening in the next few months. Our district assembly our conference is May 29th and 30th in Idaho Falls. And we're excited that Lori will be able to be there and her son is going to speak to us. So we're very excited about that. And just hopefully that as people walk away from that conference, that they can walk away with a smile on their face and joy in their heart that they are Rotarians. So thank you. I wish you all could be there. You're all welcome. And we'll do something about trying to help that happen someday. So take care and thank you so much for inviting me.
And if I could
Thank
just
you.
segue here, Karen.
Go ahead.
Kathy, thank you so much for mentioning Kurt. Kurt is a member of our club. And I'm thinking after Brianna, after you talk, we ought to maybe raise our hands what continent we're from. I'll do a call out because, we've got a lot of members from our club who are even like my daughter, who's a member of our club, who's from Japan. So, anyway, thank you for being our district governor. Take over,
Thank
Karen.
you.
Yes, so the thing I wanted to say, Kathy, I've been in two other clubs before, two different district governors. Your district by far has been the most welcoming district I have ever been a part of in a club.
That
We
makes me
were-
feel good.
Oh, you guys have been so good with us from day one. And I know Lori, I mean, she's familiar with everyone there, but you guys have been so great with us. It's just,
Thank you.
I have
That's good
felt
to
the
hear.
love from your district. So I really, really appreciate it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yep. Yep. I can tell. I can tell. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Did anybody have, Mark, did you have a question?
Not a question, but have you heard the Rotary rap?
Oh, no. The Rotary.
Oh my goodness.
Would you like to?
I would like to
I'll,
hear it. Yes.
I would too.
I'll share it if you would.
I'll take the
Okay.
spotlight off of you, Kathy. There you go.
Okay, where is it?
Rotary rap. I think I might have heard this one time.
I have two, but not from you guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lawyer shot getting shot down, no high clouds. Star club with four guys, no cash to hide out. By trust and friendship, fellowship, and truth, turn a local lunch into a force with the name's Rotary. Just to see the mission. 1905, growing faster than tradition. Always, yeah, we aim with precision from road 7-11 to a world-changing vision. Without a plan, they didn't shook each other's hands. Let's serve a course up they said, not see the bear that they spread. There's a million strong, see the call, fighting for real. They're talking from Wells and Ghana. In the pop, poetry, revolution, touch and song. We the change makers, peacemakers, cold products, clean water bringers, child health supporters. We mentally youth, breakers, not borders, scholarship givers, and frontline reporters. Eradicating polio, we take the shot. Partner with Gates, yeah, we give it all we got. In war zones, flood zones, dropping the spirit for chariots. Because we can. We lift up girls, bring literacy to the streets, empower every voice where oppression repeats. Diversity, equity, inclusion, we own it. We're changing the world, don't need to postpone it. From every youth exchange to the peace sound, our vision rings out like a string of old towns. Just leading the middle. From local to global scale, with the will that never fail, just to drive tonight. We shine the light in darkest night. Service projects, changing for you. The one that's so many. The one who's every only me. To feel the flame. We fight the thieves. We fight the thieves. We don't. I step till it reserve you, but at the speed, just you.
Thank you. That's there you go. I was going to say, or can you put the link in the QR is there, but can you put the link in well, that's probably to Rotary, isn't it? Can you put the link to that, Mark, in the chat?
Just Google Rotary rap.
Oh, Google
pop right-
Rotary Wrap. Okay. Yeah, because it's because it was kind of echoing a little bit with for me. So, but it's great. So thank you.
Just want to say one thing that
Sure.
we're playing that at the district conference.
Oh, are you good?
We are.
Good. That's awesome. All right, thank you, Kathy. Brianna, let me get you in here. Spotlight, and I have a bio. Let's see, where's my run of show? All right. All right. Brianna Sherman is a Rotary leader, entrepreneur, and advocate for service-driven growth. A Rotarian since 2021 and Rotarian of the Year for District 5450, 2022 to 2023. She currently serves as incoming Assistant Governor for District 5450, Zone 26, Assistant Membership Chair, President of the Denver Metro South Foundation Board, and a member of the Denver Metro South Rotary Board of Directors. Brianna is also a founding member of the Epic Day of Service Foundation and Global Expansion Chair, helping lead a growing global movement focused on high-impact service. As a keynote speaker, she inspires the next generation of Rotary through purpose, collaboration, and action. And there is a Facebook. I know I have a Facebook. I should put this in the chat. So, Lori, I know there was a comment you had wanted to make with Brianna and introducing her. Do you want to make that? I'm going to put
Oh, I just wanted to say that uh, Brianna, your member, Tim, now I'm having a brain.
Berg. Tim Berg.
Yes, Tim Berg is working so closely with our club member, Chris Stein, to do pollinator work. And that goes back to when Jennifer Jones was Rotary International president, and she chose Chris Stein's pollinator project as one of her main pushes. And now your district is taking the lead on that. And aren't you having the biggest like epic day of service or pollinators planting? So this is a route for peace because as we help all of these different critters migrate, we're showing that peace and working together is more important than anything else that we do. And so thank you for all of that that radiates out throughout the world because we're from all over the world. Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, Brianna.
Thank you guys very much for having me. Can you all hear me okay?
We can. I can.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, so as Lori said, my club is very proudly partnering thanks to Tim Berg with Operation Pollination, which drives directly my relationship with you all. We've had two big news segments on our Epic Day of Service regarding how important pollinators are right now, and especially with the drought and everything else. So that wasn't how I intended to open, but we're very proud of that, and that is our Epic Day project. And so I feel like I'm a part of this family a little bit. With that said, the Epic Day of Service, many of you have heard of it, some of you don't know anything about it. So, as Rotary International is one of the largest service and leadership organizations in the world, ironically, we've never ever had a global day of service where all Rotarians step up in service together on one unified day, go out into our communities and serve. But you say to me, well, what's different? We serve all the time, right? In different ways, whatever the work may be, especially for an e-club, right? You guys do a lot of work with Earth in your own environments. But what we've realized as Epic Day of Service has evolutionized is that what we're talking about is not Rotarians going out and serving on one global day, but Rotarians going out creating community projects and inviting the community into Rotary through service. What a unique opportunity to open the eyes of community members to what Rotarians do every day, all year long, right? We serve our communities at different levels, producing all sorts of different results. We get so much joy from the impact that we make in our communities, whether or not it's scholarships, hands-on tangible service, no matter what it looks like, we find the joy in service. So, what happens when we invite our communities in service? What happens when your neighbor serves alongside you as a Rotarian? They start to feel the joy that we feel, and they start to ask questions. Start to say, what does it mean to be a Rotarian? Oh, wait, you do this service all year long? You serve in your communities? What does it look like for an e-club to participate, right? This is the first e-club I've had the honor of presenting to, and the conversation's a little bit different because you guys are all over the world. Well, the opportunity is almost even greater for you. You have an opportunity to partner with a local Rotary Club and serve alongside them and maybe help bring some earth-friendly initiatives to their narrative and who they are as a Rotary Club. Or you have an opportunity to create a local service project in your own community, put a dot on the global map, and say, hey, community, come serve alongside us. And what does that do for your Rotary Club? It gives you so much exposure. So, as Epic Day has grown and developed into a much bigger movement, we always knew we wanted to take this globally. We wanted to create a day of service where everybody in Rotary could serve alongside each other. The main reason originally was for positive PR for Rotary. Why have we remained the best kept secret forever? Why do we make ourselves so elite that people have forgotten that Rotary exists and that we are not dying and that we are still everywhere in the world? This opportunity, when you start talking about 36,000 Rotarians going out and serving alongside hopefully 36,000 community members, guess who starts listening? The media starts listening. And that is a huge opportunity for us to get in front of the media and to remind the world that we are here, we are Rotary, and we are relevant. And we're relevant in more than one way. For instance, your guys' main focus is the earth, right? Taking care of the earth and making it sustainable, making sure that we stay alive, making sure that we have food sources and health and that the next generation has an earth to live on. My passion in Rotary is the next generation of Rotarians. Well, what are they looking for as Rotarians or potential Rotarians? Many people in the next generation are looking for how can I feel, see, and be a part of the difference that is being made in the world? And by inviting that next generation in to learn and understand what Rotary is through service, you're now touching lives that maybe would have never considered attending a Rotary meeting or being a part of a traditional Rotary environment. So it opens up two really big doors. And membership growth is important to all of us. You guys have a unique model that speaks the language of technology, right? The next generation. How can we connect globally? My club, for instance, which chartered, I had the honor of being a chartered member, and we meet in an alternative fashion because we are also trying to attract a generation of Rotarians that need more flexibility, can't attend a monthly meeting or, excuse me, a weekly meeting in person. So, what does it look like when we start talking to people and saying, wait, I'm not asking you to come to lunch every week. I'm not asking you to sign on the dotted line and show up when you have a busy life, or maybe you have young children. I'm asking you to come in and serve alongside me or be a part of a mission-driven club that has intention. So tying that back to the Epic Day, what the Epic Day gives you is a global opportunity to show up on a global map, your club, your club's all over the globe, so we can put dots all over the globe, but to show up and say, hey, come find us, come serve alongside us, and come figure out who we are as Rotarians. The other thing that we have found during growing this initiative is that this truly touches on the four major pillars of the Rotary Action Plan. So, how do we increase our impact as Rotarians? Right? We're increasing our impact by serving in this global movement and bringing community members in service. How can we expand our reach? We're talking about putting our names and our clubs on a global website so that community members who we are, where we are, what we're doing. It opens a door for that. How do you enhance membership engagement? Well, you guys, right? You don't get to serve alongside each other necessarily because you live all over the place. But imagine if you're enhancing your engagement by showing up to a district event or to another club service project and then inviting your friends to join you in that on the Epic Day. So it gives you kind of that reminder of what it feels like to be boots on the ground and serving, increasing I guess, impact and power that you guys have maybe digitally, but you're also partnering with your local clubs and having a greater impact. And then, we're asking Rotarians to learn how to adapt, guys. How do we increase our ability to adapt? Let's lean into technology. Let's lean into the next generation of Rotarians like you guys that don't want to do it in the old traditional way. We want to do it digitally. We want to do it where we can appeal to a broader audience. So the Epic Day is really just about positive PR for Rotary, bringing hands-on tangible impact back to the community with the participating, and giving an opportunity for Rotarians all over the world to come together, see our aligned community, and remind ourselves that we are a global network of people. What happens when service projects start showing up all over the world on one day? All of a sudden, we're like, oh, I forgot that we had clubs in, we haven't, but I forgot that we have clubs in Japan or India or all over the world. So just real briefly, I'm going to show you the global map, but then we'll go back to the conversation and why we think this is important and why your leaders in your e-club have a dynamic opportunity for you all to participate very simply in the Epic Day of Service being all over the world. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, it's you started. It says you started screen sharing. Double click to enter full screen mode. There you go.
There we go.
Now we see it.
So here's our global map. It's not in any way to compete with anything that Rotarians already do, right? What we're asking Rotarians to do is to come together in alignment, to take whatever your club does in your identity and whoever you are as a traditional club, non-traditional club, whatever you do, align it somehow with May 16th, which is only a couple days away now, and register a project on this global map and be seen. This map is public facing. It's open to community members, which means anybody that Google service projects, go to Denver Service Opportunities May, right? As just an individual community member. Our website actually shows up. It will show up in Google queries and Google searches, and it gives people an opportunity to say, oh, well, let's see, I live in Denver. What kind of service projects are going on? And so when a project's registered in a city, Denver shows up, it goes to the map. Of course, it's not going to show it there, but there we go. And it gives all the service projects that clubs have organized that registered to Denver, and they show up on the map, and the community has an opportunity to participate. So, what's unique for you guys, especially because of your club and the Skybridge project, is that your leaders have decided to initiate where you guys would participate in the Skybridge project. They're going to get it registered up on the Epic Day site. Get your communities from all over to register their yards. They'll go into the Skybridge details more in just a moment. That's not my part. And get everybody to register a yard. And hey, how about this? In addition to registering a property or a yard, go out and plant a native plant or remove an invasive species from that yard. Well, how about this, guys? Let's take it to the next level. Those of you that are disconnected maybe from any local Rotary clubs or don't have the time or the initiative to go and join another club, invite your friend or family to plant a plant with you, a native plant to your community, or to remove an invasive species, or to commit to stopping using pesticides. So there's so many ways to participate in the Epic Day of Service, and there's so many ways for your eArth Club to be seen, and for you guys to also have an opportunity to step out into your local Rotary communities and meet some other Rotarians outside of your e-club. The other thing that we're seeing, Kathy, I'm not sure if you're seeing this in Idaho, and I know you guys have been participating at a very high level. This is your second or third year being a part of Epic Day, and you guys have a big turn up. But the other thing that we're seeing is club collaboration is happening at a level we've never seen before. Clubs traditionally have remained siloed, and we tend to say things like, well, my club does this, or well, we've always done it this way, or we like to do it this way. What we're seeing Epic do is really encourage clubs to come together and align in service and to say we can make a bigger impact if we do this. What we've been seeing, and I've been getting reports back from DGs, is we're seeing higher district participation. So we're seeing more members show up to things like district conferences, district leadership labs, district leadership education events, because let's say I served with Kathy at an Epic Day of Service project, but I know I'm not going to get to see Kathy any other way, but she always goes to the district conference. I'm going to go ahead and register for district conference so that I can see more Rotarians. So it's really kind of bringing Rotary back into a collective family, even though we're global. And it's saying, hey, Karen, you and I aren't in the same type of club. You and I might have different passions or different missions, but we love service and we love being Rotarians. How can we do this together but stay within our own club identities? So at the highest level, those I would say are the highest, the greatest benefits of what Epic Day of Service has created and has built for Rotarians globally. And as we grow this global initiative, what we're seeing is Rotary growing. We had a club in Connecticut that gained 10 new members 2 years ago through their Epic Day of Service. They went out, they identified a community project, they partnered with local leadership, they brought in 100 community members, and they got 10 of those members to join Rotary. That's a huge return on investment when you talk about the growth of our clubs and our initiatives. So I know that Karen and Lori brought me on here, and you guys are an e-club I've presented to, and everybody says, well, wait, we're all over the world. We're individuals. We can't put these projects together. You can. You can show up on the global map as the e-Rotary Club with the tiniest little project. You and 5 of your friends can go plant native plants. You and 10 of your community members can have a education presentation on the Epic Day of Service talking about how important the environment is and register it on the global map, be seen by the community, be recognized as the change makers that we are every day, but on this one incredible global day. That's what it's all about.
Thank you so much, Brianna. That was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I have to search yeah, that was just wonderful. So I have one question. I know we might have a couple of more questions. Here, I'm going to take you off a spotlight because I have heard from
Sure.
people just don't like being on that spotlight. So I just wanted to ask one question. So I know on the project, the Rotary International, the Project Service Center, the Service
Oh,
Project Center,
mhm.
RI on my Rotary. I know when I search like environmental projects, the two leading ones are cleanups, any kind of cleanup, and tree planting. Is that
Oh,
what you find also for Epic Day of Service, or do you find, I mean, I know there's
yeah.
other ones too, but the cleanups and
Great question. And I'm sorry I didn't go into any examples. We led kind of with the example of my club, right? So,
yeah,
yes, I would say probably, and this is where you guys can be really impactful, is I don't think clubs know how to decide what kind of earth impact they can have, right? What does it look like? You don't just have to clean up a river or a canal or a beachfront or a roadway to have an impact on the environment. I would agree with you, Karen, that what I predominantly see are beach cleanups, so coastal cleanups, river and canal cleanups, lots and lots of tree planting. I think that there are three pollination projects going on in my district this year, which is kind of unique, and that is somewhat stemmed from the conversations we've been having. But again, what a great opportunity. We did an education event 2 weeks ago in advance of our Epic Day of Service. We wanted the community, so we opened it up, we hosted it at the governor's mansion. We wanted the community to be able to come in and understand why pollinators are so important, what's happening with the drought, what's going on. So we gave an education event in preview of our Epic Day of Service, which both can be registered on the Epic site, right, for community members to be able to find and learn more about. But you are correct. I would say that is predominantly what I see on the Epic website.
and of course, I mean, we're an environmental, we're focused on the seventh area of focus, but I know Epic Day includes all the areas of focus too. So I'm sure there's all kinds of
Yes.
health things and yeah, so yeah,
We see everything,
yeah,
women and children, we see
yeah,
food insecurity, we see,
yeah,
and that's where I'm saying too, we want clubs to serve. So yours is a global club, unique. This language is a little
yeah,
bit different, but even the clubs that are very localized, we want them to serve in their own identity. So
yeah,
if their passion is veterans, serve veterans. If your
right,
passion is the earth, serve the earth, but do it in partnership with all the Rotary clubs all over the world on the global
yeah.
map. Lori?
Thank you. Yep. Yeah, let's Lori go, and then Jody will get.
No, Najoti gets to go first.
Okay, okay. Go ahead, Jody. Here, actually, I'm going to spotlight you both for a minute. Again, there's Brianna and Kathy too. Where's Kathy?
Yeah.
And Kathy, where are you?
Is my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes.
Thank
There
you
we go.
so much for this excellent presentation and overall project related exposure everywhere, and we are really very happy to share the environmental aspects point of view. And our club are actually having many from India, from UK, and from USA, from Germany, many members globally. Thank you so much for your excellent presentation. And this is our certificate. And on behalf of each and every member who attended this session, and on behalf of Laurie, Karen, and myself, in recognition of your generous contribution as a guest speaker at Earth Talks, a weekly global dialogue hosted by the Rotary Earth Network Club. So, Kathy Bug, our district governor, and Brianna Sherman, we are sincerely appreciating your contributions, and we will share this certificate with both of you. It will take some time because we are doing some more documentation process. So Laurie will also share, and I will also share the things, and Karen. Thank you so much for everything you all are doing and inspiring all of us to do more.
Thank you so much.
So
Jody.
yeah, and let us go ahead with our next speaker. Next speaker is Taylor Flores. So who is going to share on the menu nudges for climate smart events, and she is going to give us another excellent special session on the environment. So we will meet same day, same time, and the link will be shared. And I'm going to share the link into the chat right now if you want to register immediately. And this is actually my Paul Harris Fellow pin I have received. I'm living in India, Maharashtra state, Sangli. And I'm so glad and very happy to say that me and Karen and Laurie, we are actually connected and associated last, I think, 9 years. And we are working together every week. We are meeting thrice. And SRAG also, we have done a lot of work and I learned a lot and I really want to continue long life. And this is actually a really a great surprise to me when I received this courier. And this is the magic of the Rotary, I can say. And this is motivating us to bring new members. And we also, ourselves retain consistently doing good. And this is our project Skybridge. I already shared the link, and everybody can, register and showcase their project. And our next speaker, I will stop the screen now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jody.
Yeah,
Let's
thank
see.
you.
All right, let me get you guys off. And then go ahead. I know Laura, you had a comment you wanted to make.
Yeah, I had both a question and a comment. I am really excited. This is just a segue. I'm being kind of like a side note. I'm really excited about our speaker next week because all of you who are going to district conferences, maybe you just came from one, but this is something that will help our district conferences that we can slowly start applying these principles on green events to our conferences. It gets really hard because we're working with caterers, but it can be done and it takes time and we need to be committed to it. So we've got district conferences coming up. Then we've got all our other Rotary events that start off in the fall and go through the winter and all our training sessions. This is going to be one of those sessions that we have that when we send out the recording afterward, you want to keep it and give it to your club leaders or Maybe you know someone who's having a wedding or a birthday celebration. This is something that we can all use. Little by little, we'll make those big changes. So, yes, Karen, for getting these great speakers. Thank you. We had a wonderful conversation with Brianna yesterday. And when I noticed the map, it didn't show things in India, in Africa. I'm looking at because we have members like Russia, who's from Egypt. All of these people in our club are from these continents that aren't showing up on Epic Day of Service. So, Brianna, if there's some way that we can, because I know you want to see those, even if you don't want to have one club showing up 500 times, but to get those continents to show that we really are reaching those places.
Yeah, Lori. So, like we talked about yesterday, I strongly recommend that you guys register your Skybridge project on the Epic site, and you can register multiple addresses. So, I'll help you do that. We could do that maybe tomorrow, and we'll get those continents showing up. And all you have to do is ask your members that are in those areas to commit to participating, just so that we're not,
Yeah.
so we're
Right.
being honest.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it fair
yeah.
to all concerned,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
But Lori, that's a great way. So this organization is only 4 years young, and we're all volunteers, and we're all Rotarians. And so our mission is to take it global, but we have to eat the elephant one bite at a time, right? And the other goal in hopefully the next 365 days is to make the website multilingual. So currently it is only in English because we are still trying to program it to work optimally for anybody and everybody. But those are some of our bigger goals. So we were at International Convention last year and met many people internationally, and we're hoping that we start seeing those red dots show up.
Yeah. And speaking of places far away, I do want to give a shout out to Bertel, who is joining from the Philippines. What time is it there? Just to show our reach and the people's commitments. Bertel, what time is it there?
12 o'clock, midnight.
Wow.
Can you imagine staying up at midnight to go to your Rotary Club meeting?
Right. I
How
will
many
tell
people do
you, my
that?
my passion is pretty deep too. I've been invited to speak it in Australia 4 times, and I had to do it at 2 a.m. my time every time.
Yeah,
So
we have a
I
tough
understand,
time.
Bertel.
Yeah, we get a tough time, have a tough time with Australia and Japan and some of the Eastern. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's a great group. It's a great group. We have regular members, and some of those you don't see because they are younger folks and they're going to school and but they are our treasurer. Anissa, a lot of times Anissa is here. I don't, oh yeah, she's here. Anissa's here.
Oh, Anissa,
Yeah,
introduce
Anissa's here.
yourselves.
Yeah, yeah. And Anissa's here, and then we have Tayson is our secretary, and she's finishing up school this week, isn't it this week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Tayson, Owen,
And
and
Owen.
uh-huh, and
Joshua.
Bradley
Oh my gosh, and
and
Joshua.
Joshua.
Oh, he's amazing. He's the one that did the whole mapping and he's down in Brazil. No.
He's
Yeah.
in Costa
No,
Rica.
Costa Rica. Costa
And
Rica.
so, like,
Taking
he
the race
missed
on.
one of our sessions. You know why? He was at the UN. I mean, here he is. He's graduating from college this year, too. And he was at the UN doing an event there. So, we're so lucky.
We are
Such
so lucky to have so many
great
wonderful
people
people
like
down the way.
Anna and Claudia.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, yeah, Anissa, do you want to do a quick introduction?
Oh yeah, there she is.
Sure. Yeah. Hi, I'm Anissa. I'm serving as the treasurer. And then I am the founder and co-founder and executive director for an organization called the Reroute Collaborative. We're a nonprofit working on some waste management and kind of health improvement in Ghana and West Africa. So nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, that's neat. Okay, I have did we have any other Rotary business we need to discuss at all?
Well,
We
what I'm concerned
Oh,
from
wow.
this club, I would like to know from our members, what are your ideas for having our club and other e-clubs like ours get involved in Epic Day of Service? we've got Project Skybridge, but what are some other ideas that would be helpful to Brianna and Catholic as a district governor? Is there anyone out there who's done lithium-ion battery recycling?
We have a couple clubs doing that in Montana this year. Big push in Montana for that.
Yeah. Bertel, can you talk a little bit about your plastic work? And, if everybody in our club did something like you do with the plastic, oh, I think
Yeah.
he's,
Oh, why is my camera not on?
We see you. Oh yeah,
Okay, I don't see myself.
Oh, we see
So,
you, but you're frozen.
really?
Yeah, I think. Is he frozen, you guys?
yeah, he's frozen.
Frozen.
We'll come
Yeah,
back
okay.
and show what you
Yeah.
do because we could do that. That could be a project.
Oh, the bricks. You guys do the plastic bricks,
Yeah.
the bottle bricks with the kids too. And that's
Yeah.
really popular in India and in yeah, other countries.
Angela or Anshu, what are some things that a club like ours could do for Epic Day of Service?
We have quiet people today. No worries. No worries. Yeah.
Bad question.
It's all right. I think the Project Skybridge, one of the great things about it, I think too, is that we're just starting with registering. So that's our kickoff kind of as Epic Day of Service, is kind of the kickoff to the project by registering. But we're going to then go through and send people more information about, hey, have you gone out and pulled native invasives, or what kind of invasives do you guys have where you live, because we all have different ones that we're fighting with. And so it's just going to be a lot more education awareness of taking care of your own property to create a great pollinator habitat. So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I saw
Yeah.
Rasha waving her hand.
Oh yeah, Russia.
Hi, how are you? It's very nice session, Karen and Lori and Nijori. Nijori, is it okay? The name is right? Nijori? Yeah, and congratulations also for your
Perfect.
Paul
Thank
Harris.
you. Thank
Thank you. So, Lori, regarding that Epic Day, actually, I have training on same day for the leaders of the club, and so actually, it's a very great idea to have this sky bridge. Brianna's presentation was actually great and wonderful, and it's a big effort from your side. Also, good luck for you. I'm not sure if I can join, but I will see if someone I know also can join. I'll try. So good luck and all the best in this project also.
Rasha, can I ask you a question? You're from the
Yeah,
Rotary
sure.
Club of Sheikh Zayed. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Yes. Sheikh
So,
Zayed Echo.
Echo. So,
Yeah.
is that club in any way connected to the Sheikh Zayed um, big awards? There's a big annual award event that goes on yearly for people who do different projects that are good in the world.
In United Emirates?
Hmm.
No, actually, only the name
Oh,
is
okay. Only
Sheikh
the name.
Zayed because the location is called Sheikh Zayed.
Zayed. Okay.
The zone, this zone or area is called Sheikh Zayed.
Zayed. Yeah.
So the club is located there. So that's why it's named
Yeah. That.
after the location name.
Yes.
But
Okay.
it's ecology, so it's eco also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I also wanted to add,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go, Elsa B. I was just going to mention you. I just put in the chat about, I just saw you're there and I'm like, oh my gosh, Elsabe is like the other half of Chris when it comes to Project Skybridge. So, yeah, I was gonna say, did you want to add any more about the project or about whatever?
Well, yes, whatever.
Okay.
I think I'm not going to say more about the project. I just want to thank this club for the wonderful, wonderful work that you have been doing. I mean, I just saw things happening. Um, I, I, when we talk about pollinators, the thing that I hear more and more often is death by 1,000 cuts. And obviously the creating and preserving habitat, places for them to land, to eat, to sleep, to be safe, is really, really important. But a big part of it is also one of the cuts is the poison and the use of poisons. So something that I think this club could also do is poison education. And something that my club is doing, we actually asked Ezra for a little support of it, is to go to our local nurseries and to ask them to not get things with any pesticides on it. And if they do, to clearly label it, because people go out, they're very excited, they've Project Skybridge, they're going to buy some flowering plants, and it actually becomes a death trap, because these mass-produced horticultural plants, almost all of them have a lot of poison on, so that the plants look healthy and presentable in the big box stores. So education about herbicides, pesticides is really, really important. So that was just my little 2 cents here. Lori.
Elsabe, do you know speakers? And from around the globe, I'm thinking we have so many people from Asia and Africa and Latin America, so not just North American centric, who could show us different practices that would help us deal with pests in our gardens. I'm thinking of my son's nonprofit in Guatemala, where, if they didn't have some use of some pesticides, there'd be no food. So, with this changing climate that we have, what are some things that we can do regardless of where we live?
Well, I can't think off the cuff of a speaker, but what I can say, Laurie, is that is the paradigm that has to change, to say that there won't be food without pesticides, because we do have to grow food differently. I'm thinking of Angela ten Broek, who was growing food without pesticides, and it's a paradigm that if there's a monoculture, yes, you will need a pesticide, but the food is degrading, the quality of the food is, the nutritional value is, and we are ingesting all of that. Let's not for a moment think that we're not putting all these bad stuff in our own bodies. And the other thing about pesticides is they use only one animal to test, to say that it's safe, and that is a honeybee. And they expose the honeybee for a short period. That does not translate into all the other bees, and it does not give the long-term fitness in terms of reproduction, in terms of wings that are big enough to do the jobs that they do, in terms of proboscises that will develop. So there are so many things that we don't know and that hasn't been researched. I know that, yes, people say they have to use pesticides, otherwise there won't be food. Well, there will be food for the next few years, and then there won't be any food for anybody anymore. And that's the message. And I'm sorry if I sound a bit negative.
No, you're spot on. And so put the call out there. Scientists.
In the Roundup, it's funny, for years when I was mayor, I told them we were not using Roundup anymore. And so, and then Acacia Warren has really highlighted in Ecuador, they spray a lot with the shrimp over the waters, and they have just been exposed to so much of this glyphosate, I think it's called. And non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is, rampant down there now. So it's definitely the connection between the pesticides and our food sources is huge. So you're spot on, I think.
And the
And
ramifications are human health. We have no idea what we're doing to ourselves. There's an explosion of cancers. Maybe people live longer and they get cancer more, but yeah. Oh, there's somebody that says something about Trump. I'm not even going to read that.
yeah,
Oh.
and another source where you would expect it, the national parks in America are big users of that stuff, of Roundup, because of the monoculture. When they cut down the trees, after that they do a half a year or a year of glyphosate. So only the trees that they plant grow up there, and all the rest of the stuff doesn't. Yeah, it's USA, USA.
So we've got educational work to do to find alternatives and alternative paradigms.
Yeah, absolutely. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that we can do in North America and elsewhere in the world, but my club is doing for Epic Service, we are doing a small little project. It's called Heritage Day at Queen's University, and they are kids coming through. We've got the classroom, and we are going to and it's about indigenous heritage. So we are creating we're getting these kids as they come in. They are either a tree or a mycelium or a river, and they all and they have places in the classroom where they stand and hold hands and show how this ecosystem works. And then there will be a discussion as to how, with two-eyed seeing, how native knowledge has always been there, and how this creates a healthy forest and a healthy food forest. Yeah. So we're trying to also aim to teach kids at a young age about healthy forests and ecosystems, and how the native knowledge needs to be brought back.
I am so sorry. I have had Najodi, we are going to let you speak, definitely, but I have done a bad job as host because it's 10 after. So I want to let people go and hopefully people have left that needed to go. And Kathy and Brianna, I just want to say again, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, did Brianna already have to leave? Yeah. I know. Hang on. Najodi, go ahead. And then we'll have to get
I
off.
would like to share here that I am actually associated with the environmental laboratory, and we are having chemistry as well as microbiological laboratory. And I have developed a culture that is a bacterial as well as fungal culture. So Azotobacter, Rhizobium, PSB, phosphate solubilizing bacteria, which is fixing the nitrogen into the plant and fixing the nitrogen into the soil. And there are the different crop related, like azotobacter is very good for the tomato crop kind of thing, and T. viridi is a fungus. Aspergillus avamori is a fungus. That is so that I have built up and worked, as well as biochemical analysis. Everything I have done, and we are now developing a decomposing culture. That is, we are actually, I'm coming from the agro-based industry. So agro-based industry is collecting the culture and giving them to the farmers. So their farmers are getting the compost from them, and they are growing their crops here. Mainly here the crop is sugarcane. So they want a very good quality of sugarcane. So we are trying. I would like to say that I'm trying my level best to promote the biofertilizer instead of chemical. So chemical fertilizer they are utilizing less, and all detail analysis in the microbiological and laboratory I have taken care. Even in drinking water also, you see the farmers who are growing the crop, they are not eating. that. They are just selling. Mainly comes tomato and capsicum, because they know this require a lot of pesticides, and that is, which vegetable is looking too good and very big in size, so that is coming from the, that is not a natural one, and it is with the very fast growth and all. So whenever I go to Bombay or other places and such kind of vegetables, my father-in-law, who is environmentalist, he's always stopping me, So the vegetables which are already eaten by the, insects, and half eaten and half is available. So that is actually organic. So insects and birds are very smart. They eat that fruit or vegetable which is actually organic. So the thing is that fruit and vegetable, if you take, so here we are getting the vegetables and everything. I'm lucky enough to stay in Sangli agricultural area, where I get direct vegetables from the farmers. Related to the water also, which quality of water you are utilizing. So that water quality matters a lot. So some people, they just side line of the railway station and wherever the land is available, if they grow the crop over there, so if the water quality is too bad, then that affects our health. So it may, create any kind of, because pathogenic bacteria are there. Even in our laboratory, I have tested the pathogenic bacteria like Shigella, Salmonella, and Pseudomonas. So that is actually a sign of the fecal contamination into the, the vegetables. So that is microbiological part. And drinking water related, it is very, now Indian government is very strict for each and every hotel also, who are actually in this business, food business. They should get analyzed the water for the potable or not. So they are coming to us. Earlier only industries used to come. Now the community people are also giving the samples to us for the analysis. So in the potable, the microbiological, physical, and chemical analysis are there. And in microbiological, we do the MPL. That is the most probable number. So that is the ultimate alternate name is the E. coli. E. coli is one of the bacteria which is causing the typhoid. And earlier typhoid, this thing. So this type of things actually we are taking care day to day. And related to the compost also. Farmer is taking a compost also, one may, do mischief. So they are giving us the sample, and we are actually total plate count. So how much bacteria are there, how many bacteria are there, fungus are there, that solid base as well as liquid. So that all things I have done. And if the requirement is there, we do, because microbiological is very costly. Whenever there is a demand, then only we do that thing. But chemical is regularly day to day we take care. So in this way, compost quality and cost is also dependent on the C/N ratio. That is the organic carbon to the nitrogen ratio. So nitrogen fixing bacteria are actually we are developing. So doing the spot test, propagating it, multiplying it, and then storing it, because all the time purchasing is not possible. It is too costly to purchase. We are purchasing original one and propagating it, and then keeping for the future use. So in such all things, actually, I was involved, and I'm doing whenever it is necessary. So I'm guiding our laboratory, and many chemists I guided and trained also.
I am so impressed with you, Najodi. Najodi is going to speak to us more on what she does, more like this, on June 25th. So she's going to be our speaker actually that day. So I'm really excited to learn even more.
For this an opportunity.
Yeah, you bet. Mark, go ahead.
Naji, are you going to be able to produce this fungal agent at scale?
Fungal, this thing in large scale? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I think that's what he was.
We do, we now, earlier we used to develop a separate fungus culture, but now we create a decomposing culture. It is having a bacteria as well as fungus. And then that one culture only solving the purpose. So that actually once in a year we prepare.
Wow.
Yeah, and liquid culture is very costly. And you see, I have prepared, not only developed this culture but composition, for the azotobacter. If you want to build up, there is a composition how to create a culture with the autoclave, with the inoculation process and the spot testing and everything I have done. And actually I'm having all the compositions and everything, not only at the mother culture. In the laboratory we create a mother culture and then we propagate it in a bigger scale form. So that actually all things, and even carrier also I have done a research. And for my research, there is a great, this thing reward has come. And today the India is following that thing only. When I was doing MTech and my project was on compost, like 1 liter of alcohol production, there is a 12 liter of wastewater generating. That is a very corrosive in nature, brown in color, very acidic in nature, and disposal is very difficult and very hot in this thing, nature. So on that quantity, I have done the research that 2:1 ratio, like only 1 kg of the solid part and then 2 liters of the compost. So that is actually a successful project. And today that is multi-effect evaporators we use. We evaporate and we reduce the bricks formation, means concentration and solid concentration is too high. And then I tried on the carrier, and that is actually a totally very great and very at starting stage of the project. And now India is promoting this technology only. Each and every industry you visit, distillery and sugar industry, they are having multi-effect evaporators. And their total solid this thing sludge is getting developed, so that they are using for the incinerator.
Do you have a patent on that?
Yeah, I built up my own. My research was on that only, and I'm coordinator to 2 industries right now, and I am applied for 2 more, sugar and distillery industry. So their technologies are now multi-effect evaporators and incinerator.
Oh my gosh.
And they are now, India government has banned composting for the industries because they used a lot of wastewater. And that they, if they are not doing concreting on the land, then that leachate formation will be there, and ultimately it is going to affect the water table. And then water table get affected, then borewell and well water and tap water, we will get wastewater. So nowadays nobody rely on the government like rivers. Now we are in Rotary promoting the river cleanup and all. Nobody is relying. They people are drinking the RO water. RO water drinking is not at all good for our health, because that will be for future. Like after the some age, that will be a problem, because in RO water there is very less minerals are there. It is very sweet in taste. Whenever the water is very sweet in taste, that is very very problematic for us, because we need minerals for our growth and everything. So in this all composition, like I am here with the microbiology, with the chemical, with the industries, and at the same time I am associated with composting, my own work. So these all interconnection and interrelated. But distillery industry is very important because that is giving alcohol, and with this we actually stopped in India importing the things, and we are mixing up this into the medicines. At the same time, we are mixing this with the petrol.
We got to learn more from you. I have to get going though. So,
Thank you so much. I can go on and on, but I think I should stop here.
Yeah,
And,
it's great. We're going to learn more from you too during your talk.
Yeah,
So I'm
thank
excited.
you.
I'm excited.
Wow. Look how many people are still
I
here
know.
just learning. This is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thank you. The highlight of the week.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I just thank Naji for sharing. She put me in full
Yeah.
caption mode. I was in full caption mode, reading everything.
Wow. Yeah.
I hope my English was okay and I conveyed my message.
Amazing. Just, I can't wait for your presentation. Just can't
Goodbye.
wait. Um, Karen, Claudia and I wanted to talk to. Claudia's got some neat ideas. Claudia is part of our partnership team and trying to create partnerships for our club that will help us be able to network better. And she's got some great ideas. I know Karen needs to go. Claudia, let's talk on that on email. And thank you all. We'll be getting the blog
Actually,
and
I'm so
YouTube.
happy with your all talk, and you are really inspiring and motivating all of us. Thank
You
you.
know, Najodi, I'm going to take that whole last, everything that you said, and run it through my AI thing to make a
Okay,
little
yes.
article out of it because that was
Oh,
really fascinating.
yeah. I think environment is very close to my heart day to day my work, and I handle 10 industries, and I take care whole the year. Like income tax and sales tax, we fill the returns, and all the industries they have to submit all the data to me from the production till each and everything they purchase. And this June month, on 10 industries, I prepare a 400 pages report on each and every industry, and I calculate their production and calculations and everything. And that should be as per the ministry, as per the approval, and as per the consent provided to them. And because they got permission for the running the industry.
You do all of that and attend at least 5 Rotary meetings a week and all the backup stuff. You never sleep.
Oh.
You're amazing.
You see, I am stress free, so my health is good. But in environment, I can just go on and on. But with my limited knowledge, I know I have to learn a lot, and I am having a lot of potholes with me to for the better understanding and all. But in my organization, I keep on helping even laboratory, each and every parameter developed by me as per the IS standards.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
am the person who brought the ISO to our organization. My father-in-law expert in environment, but earlier before marriage, 5 years I was, with the international company, and I'm
Yeah.
document loving person. So I wrote the manuals on behalf of our organization. I have forwarded to the ministry, and they got approval.
Yes.
And now we are having 2 ISO certifications with us. Last 20 years, I am the person who is maintaining it. I'm the MR, quality manager, deputy technical manager, laboratory head, and at the same time functionary expert and EIA coordinator for 2 industries.
Wow.
Recently for sugar
Thank you.
and distillery.
Thank you. I, will get a summary of this for all of us. Um, guys, love you all. I don't know about Karen, but I do need to run to another meeting.
Yeah,
It's
I just
so
had a really
good.
bad diaper to change, so it's all right. But I was just like, "Bleh." Anyway,
Oh, love you
all right.
all. Till
Yeah,
next
love you
week.
guys too.
But I'm learning from you all a lot.
Thank you all.
Nisha.
Bye
Bye.
bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye
Thank you. Bye.
bye.